Hello, hello again. This is Johnny Freeborn. I'm with Central Valley Talk Business, and here I have Dave Crosby. Not of the Crosby, Stills, and Nash band, correct?
Unfortunately, not the same guy.
But there has been some confusion in your past, I would imagine.
Yeah, in Los Angeles, I used to get his phone calls when I lived there. This is many years ago, but they were always spacey phone calls, you know. Yo, Dave, where's the gig? That kind of stuff.
Nice. And you're with Danceworks DJs.
Yes, that's my company. It's a DJ company, a dance DJ company, as opposed to radio DJ, of course. It's
Okay.
I play music for all kinds of music events. You can't imagine how many people need music. I mean, everything from all the holiday parties, New Year's, Christmas, Halloween coming up. I've got several Halloween gigs this month.
No kidding.
I guess the thing I play most for is weddings. I probably do more weddings than any other single kind of event. And I suppose that's partly because I like weddings. They're happy. It's hard to do a bad wedding. I mean, everybody is just in such good spirits and stuff. But they are a lot of work, and so I think another reason why I do a lot of weddings is because a lot of DJs probably shy away from it because it takes a lot of preparation. You got to really sit down, know your bride and groom, know their family, know what kind of music they like, what kind of music they don't like. If you're going to do a good job, it takes some work to do a good wedding. A birthday party, basically, you just scan out. It doesn't take a lot of preparation. You can just scan your audience, see what their age group is, and play music that fits. Not nearly as much. Neighborhood block parties, those kind of jobs are all considerably easier. But the link that joins them all together is music.
Absolutely.
And I love music. I've been in it since.
You throw a party, and that's what you do for a living.
I tell you, that's it. I've been in music.
Shirt. You have Elvis the King on your shirt there.
This is a real hit. I don't wear this to weddings, but it's a real hit for the right kind of music event. Some birthday parties for folks in their 50s, 60s, 70s.
Great.
They love Elvis, and I picked this up in Singapore. I used to travel a lot. I have a long banking and finance career, and I traveled all over the world and have a great collection of shirts and sweatshirts from the Hard Rock cafes. My favorite is Beirut.
Very cool. Beirut, okay.
But music has been, I organized my first dance band when I was a junior in high school, and we were terrible. Admittedly, I think back to how bad we were, but then by the time I got into college, we had some seriously good groups.
Okay.
And made a lot of money. When I started out, I just played rhythm guitar, and by the time I ended, many years later, after a bachelor's and 2 master's degrees, I had my own guitar and my own PA system, my own light system, and my own Suburban and trailer to carry all the band's equipment, and I had supported myself in college. Wow. So I made a lot of money during the college years playing guitar and singing.
Very fun.
After that, I moved into just singing and playing guitar in a solo act in fine restaurants and country clubs, places like that. And I did that for 10 or 15 years. And then DJing became popular.
Interesting.
And some friends asked me to play their wedding, which was my first DJ job was a wedding. And I wasn't going to charge them, of course. They were my dear friends, but they threw $100 in my hand at the end and wouldn't say no. And I said, gosh, what a novel idea. People give you money to just play records. You don't have to go through all the pain of memorizing songs and making sure that if you have a cold or something, you have all that problem with your voice. And if you're in a group, you have all the personality conflicts. Well, let's do this song. No, let's do this one, and so forth. DJing, you're playing other people's music that's recorded, and honestly, it's considerably easier, but still keeps me intimately connected with the thing that I love, and that's music and dancing.
Music and dancing.
I'm telling you.
You can't have a party without music and dancing. And tell us a little bit about your website. We have it up there.
Oh yeah, danceworksdjs.com. I've spent considerable time and money on the website. It's a very nice website.
You have community events on?
One of the things that that draw people to the website, yes, is I have an entertainment calendar for the entire Fresno Valley, and I call around to between 15 and 17 different venues, and I put that information on my website every Thursday night or Friday morning, and it contains the information about who's got live music going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that following Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
that's great.
Tonight, for example,
check that out.
Yeah. So tonight, for example, I will update my last week's calendar and put the events on it that are coming up this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Wonderful.
Danceworksdjs.com. It's a good site.
Danceworksdjs.com.
I get about 6,000 hits a month on it, and it helps people figure out where to go without having to do all the calling and web searching themselves.
Okay. And what would be your genre of preference, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, gosh, I love a lot of kinds of music, I'll tell you that.
That's hard to ask a DJ, I know.
But I suppose over the last 10 years, I'd say probably I've turned to like country music. Probably more than just about any other genre.
Well, great. We're living here in farmland in Fresno. So.
Well, and yeah, it's true. That's true. And I do play quite a few country gigs. There used to be a sports grill, Ozzy's Sports Grill, that I played country night for about a year, and it was a lot of fun. I hired a dance instructor to come in and do line dance instruction for about an hour, and then I played country music from about 9 until midnight. A lot of fun.
Wow.
I suppose the genre that I'm least comfortable with, not that I don't like it, but least comfortable would be hard opera. Never have gotten into hard opera so much. But you talk pop, hip-hop, Latino, country. I mean, I love just about all kinds of music. And my library, since I've been collecting music now for almost 20 years professionally.
Wow.
And I don't mean a few songs here and there. I'm talking 10, 12, 15 hours a week. I'm sitting at the computer scanning through the charts and downloading music. So I have an absolutely
great. Wow.
I have an absolutely marvelous library of music that goes all the way back to. You may be aware that when they first started recording music, it was just instrumental. They didn't know how to record voices. And eventually they figured out how to record voices, and they put that together with music, and you have the beginnings of modern music. But I have.
What time frame was that, would you say?
Clear back in the 30s.
In the 30s.
I have music that goes back to the 1930s, before they put words to music.
Wow.
And then coming through all the decades, the 40s, the 50s, 60s, all through those to the 2000s. I have Latino music, country music. I even have classical music. There's quite a call for classical music. For example, when you're doing a wedding, people like classical music for the seating part, where people are just coming in, getting seated. It's nice to have some classical music going on. And a lot of weddings require a wide range of music. You'll have everybody from kids, 4 or 5 years old, on up to great-grandparents.
Absolutely.
And so I'll play Hakuna Matata for the kids when they're out cavorting on the dance floor. And for the grandparents, I've got all kinds of big band and Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, all those folks.
Okay, and you said there's sometimes kids in the crowd. Do you censor some of the music, or how do you go about that with the modern stuff? I mean,
interesting you should ask that question, Johnny, because I spend a lot of time nowadays, excuse me, and since about probably around 2000, every song I put into my library, I go out on a lyric site on the web and look at the lyrics. If they're not immediately understandable, I'll look at the lyrics. And when I'm playing clubs, I may play some explicit lyrics, but I don't play those for weddings and birthday parties and places where you've got family environments. I'm very conscious about that. In fact, I even put it in my contract. No explicit lyrics and so forth.
That's wonderful.
Interesting that you would even think about that.
Well, I am a DJ up,
oh, no
up
kidding.
north.
Whoa.
So we're not competitors immediately.
Oh, all right.
but-
Thank goodness. All right.
No, a lot of what you were saying kind of resonates with me, and the genre range of music and taste is great. So good to have you, Dave, and I hope any wedding coordinators that are out there or anybody dealing with private parties, get a hold of this guy. He knows his business. He knows music, and check out his website, and especially look at his website. It's danceworksdjs.com, and check that out. There's some community events on there that you're going to want to check out and stay up to date on. So thank you so much, Dave.
Thank you, Johnny.
It's
A
great
real
meeting you.
pleasure.
All right. It's a pleasure.